Here we are with the Midnightrabbi inspired Emunah class. We are class 31. Unbelievable, getting through the year so quick. We are only 3 weeks away, starting this Shabbos to Pesach, the Seder Nacht, one of the holiest nights of the whole year. And every Jew in the world knows about the Seder night, and that makes it even more holy because every Jew is involved in it. And the story we just had in Purim was that the Jews didn't keep the Seder night, and that was the key to the great miracle that took place, because Hashem was like, what's going on? All the Jews aren't eating matzah, and delicacies, I mean, he knew, but in terms of the awe that it creates when Jews do the mitzvah in the world every year, since the first Pesach, when we left Mitzrayim, we left Egypt, it created such a rush. So I'm not recommending everyone not to eat the matzah and drink the kosas, the delicacies, the 4 cups of wine. You should definitely get the matzahs. You should definitely drink the wine. But what I'm saying is the power that's in that mitzvah that we do, and the power, that's what created such an awakening in the world that caused the downfall of our wicked enemy Haman, and the whole story of Purim and all the Yehudim Ma'aseh Simchas and Bikar, all the simcha and joy. It took place during Pesach. So we're carrying on this light of Purim into Pesach. They're connected. We spoke about it last week, early in the morning. Now it's Motzi Shabbos, Malav Malcha. We're just after Shmini. We're heading into Zriya, the importance of how we speak. And we just had Shabbos V'varachim. This should be a new, good, beautiful month, a blessing of the new month of Nisan. Nisan is a month of miracles. We spoke about this also. But what we want to do is bring it down practically into our world, into reality. So one, obviously, practically, you should get your matzahs. Make sure you get your wine. Make sure you clean your house. You see behind me, there's a big bookshelf we've got to clean, and we sell it, and then we this, and we that, and we clean, and all the rules, you go look them up in Mishnah Berurah or somewhere, wherever you're happy with. Kitzur Shulchan Aruch is a good place to start. That's where I started when I was at university. That was the only books I had. I had Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, I had Mesilat Yesharim, I had Tanakh. You have to read the Tanakh. You know the Tanakh? The Bible, they call it. I don't know why, but we call it the Tanakh. Tanakh stands for Torah, Nach is Nevi'im, and Chaf is Kesuvim, because it's to do with the Chumshei Torah, 5 books of the Torah, and the Nach. The Nach is the Nevi'im. We were Nevi'im once. We were prophets. And Kesuvim is like Megillah. We have the Megillah and Shir Hashem, beautiful svarim of love and connection. Shir Hashem says it's like the holy of holies of all the Tanakh, because it's the time where the most graphic connection between man and woman is talked about by Shlomo HaMelech, and we see it's a love story. People read it on the night of the Seder night, because that's what's happening on the Seder night. The Seder night is a tremendous connection. That's why every Jew knows about the Seder night. Every Jew has this connection. It's intrinsic. It's part of our being. Can't get away from it. So since this is such an important night, we do prepare during the next 3 weeks or more, and we prepare to get our house ready, our hearts ready, our minds ready. What is Pesach? Learn about it. Peh Sach. Mouth should speak. It should speak. That's what it means. Peh Sach. Its mouth should speak. It should learn what to speak about, positive things to encourage people. You know how often you can walk into someone and they can smile and give them some encouragement. Tomorrow I'm going with my company. We're going to a nice forest. We're all going to go and we're going to have music and food, and an opportunity to every person I meet to be, I don't get to see them most of the time, we're all just chatting through Skype or whatever. Now we're actually all going to see each other, even the CEO all the way to the top, and we can actually sit and we can be together and we can smile, and every person we interact with can be positive and give them encouragement, actually see who the people we're working with together, see them in person, and not this just like cyber world of work that, you know, it's like making me a bit crazy. There's actually real people behind all this, and we can work together and enjoy each other's company and talents. But that's why it's so important. Our mouth is such a powerful tool to express smile to what we say, and especially with marriage, we talk a lot about relationships. You know, we really want a relationship. How hard is it to use your mouth in a way that encourages the wife? The Baal Shem Tov says a beautiful thing. You know, personally, means a lot to me, this idea that the thoughts, now this is very deep, I was learning this on Shabbos, this idea the thoughts of a person, they influence your children, your thoughts. Now this is very deep, because from your mind comes the seed that makes the child, it comes through the body, and makes it. So this is a very deep idea, from the mind, from the brain, from the thoughts a person's having, that formulates, that we all go back to that original thought of God, all the way back to the first man, all the way back to Hashem himself, the original thought to create man, all the way down to now to this generation, and we come through Yesod, through the Bris Kodesh, and then we become more people, more humans, more Jewish people, more world. And this all comes through the thoughts. That's why when we teach someone, we share thoughts, sharing what's like aspects of our mind to that child. It's a very deep Yesod connection, very intimate connection. When you're learning with someone, obviously you have the right Kollel nowadays, and we're talking about all these issues, and we have to use it in a holy way and in a protected way. But the point is, it's with the mind, and you're coming down through. This is the children. And then you have your wife. Your wife is to do with your mouth, how you speak. Think about it. The whole connection between husband and wife. It's mouth, speaking, conversations. That's the key to the whole marriage. 90% is emotions. All the people say it. Tony Robbins, everybody, all these people say it. Look at all the top, most successful people, their powers in their mouth. The 90% of the connection between husband and wife, between people, is the mouth. 10% is action, physical, contaction, all that other stuff, but the 90% is the mouth. Then you have, that's the wife, and then you have your house. That's all to do with your deeds, what you're doing with your hands. What are you doing? How are you living? Are you giving charity right now? I've asked people, please donate. It's Peh Sach coming up. It's expensive time. You're not obligated to give it to me, but you're obligated to give charity. Yes, you are obligated to give charity. And since I'm talking to you now and you're listening, you can give it to me, and I'll be one of those people to fulfill that obligation. I will make sure we get used in an honest, trustworthy way. You can ask me how, PM me, message me, email me. I'm available for you to do that obligation. It's not my obligation, it's your obligation. I'm doing it already, don't worry. I'm giving my money away and with my deeds, and that's the idea. We're going to buy matzahs, we're going to do mitzvahs with it, and that's what we need to do with Pesach. Peh Sach, speak a lot, speak with connection, and that's a powerful thing. So then next week, Tazria, when we learn about a child coming into this world and we learn about what a man is, it's all about Shmir Saloshim, how we use our mouth. How many friends of mine who are not religious, these ones actually in the country right now, really want to see him, and hopefully we will. Last time we were like crazy what happened last time, and the amount of stuff going on in Tel Aviv. Hopefully it'll come to Yerushalayim and we'll have the opportunity to connect. I'm so excited. And what was one of the things that impressed him about Judaism? He's a Jew and he has honor, not just the charity, but also the idea of how to use the mouth. He's one of those people who's very careful with his mouth, and it doesn't have to be a religious person to have this like intrinsic connection and spiritual connection to know the mouth has to be used in a holy way. In fact, even one of my friends in London was very careful to do with Bris Kodesh, how you use your seed, you wouldn't spill, to be holy, to be guarded. And this is someone who wasn't religious at all, another friend. And all these good friends around me growing up, these influenced me in a positive way so that you see me now. So if you want to blame my whole Midnightrabbi inspired Emunah thing, you can blame it on my friends. So you can just PM them and tell them how amazing he is. And you can even